All right, students, in the last couple of videos, I talked about presentations, and in the last video, I gave you a couple of travel websites to go through and get the right information from those websites for your presentation. Okay, and in this video, let me talk about the outline topics, because we have the content topics, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me talk about the first topic. This is just to give you an idea. Okay, this is just an example, but then the PPT slide should look similar, because I don't want you to have too many pictures on the PPT slides, or I don't want you to have too many words on the PPT slide. So PPT slides should look something similar. But what you're going to talk about, of course, you can use your own style and your own way of presenting content. Okay. All right. So here we go. Geography. Yeah. So how your PPT slide should look like. Yeah. This is how it should look like. You can have one picture or you can have two pictures, but I don't recommend you to have more than two pictures, because that will be a distraction and you don't have a lot of time to talk about the pictures. So when you show a picture, you just say a few words about it. This is the Indian map, and you can also see the Indian flag. You can say something like like this country, right? India is the 7th largest country in the world. So these are the information that you are going to give the audience. Okay, all right, and you can have a few words. Okay, don't have too many words. I suggest you to have maximum 6 bullet points. So we call the points, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here, how many bullet points are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bullet points are there. Okay, so you can have maximum 6. All right, is it clear? Yeah, follow this. Okay, don't crowd your PPT slides with too many words or too many pictures. Yeah, that's why I'm spending some time on this. I'm trying to explain it. Hope you all follow it. All right, so you can talk about these topics. These keywords. You can use these keywords and make sentences. Okay, like one of the South Asian countries, and it's the 7th largest country, right? What I mentioned before, and the landscape. You can talk about the landscape. If you have another picture on a landscape, you can also show India. People say it's always hot. You can talk about the season a little bit, the climate. Yeah. In fact, India is not always hot. The southern part of India, the South India is kind of hot, because they don't have winter. But then North India, the climate varies. Yeah, they have summer, winter, and also fall. Yeah, and we have another season called monsoon season, that is rainy season. So right now I'm talking about the climate as well, right? Or the neighboring countries. So what kind of neighboring countries are there, like around India? Countries like Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. So I'm giving the names of some countries that are, they are the neighboring countries. For those countries, India is, I would say, to a certain extent, it's a dominating country. Yeah. All right, and the population. So you want to say a few words about the population, how many people live there. You don't, try to say the details like 1.252. No, just say 1.2 billion people. This is the second most populated country in the world after China. So these are the information that you should provide, and keep it in mind. Practice saying all these sentences. You can also write a script. That's a good way to practice. Write a script, write sentences. You can get this information on internet websites like Lonely Planet, and you can prepare your presentation. All right. So geography. So this is one way to do it. The other way is, look at this. The same topic, but you can do it in a different way. You can have the content. Yeah. So you show where is India in the world map, as you can see. Yeah. How far is India from Taiwan? Do you see Taiwan there? Somewhere there, right? Yeah. and the distance, you can talk about it, you know, if you want to provide that kind of information. Like for example, to fly from India to Taiwan, it takes about, if it's a direct flight, it takes about 8 hours, yeah, to reach Taiwan. But then most of the times you have to transit. Yeah, if you're going to different cities in India, then you have to transit in other countries like Hong Kong or Singapore or Thailand. Yeah, because I have been to, you know, I go to India often, and I transit in different countries like Hong Kong, Malaysia. Yeah, even Malaysia also you can transit. All right, so again, give more information like location, population, the currency of India. If you have a picture, you can also show that picture, and the language. See, the language in India is kind of unique. Yeah, Indians speak different languages. You know, I read that there are more than 600 languages in India, and as I know, there are 22 main languages. So main language, I mean to say, more than 10 million people might speak that one language here. So there are many languages, multilingual country. It's called a multilingual country. All right, so these are some information that I'm providing you based on the visual aid, that's a map, and the words. Okay, so do not have sentences, do not have too many words, just like this. This is a good example for PPT slide. Okay, all right, so you have an idea what kind of PPT slide you should have based on the outline, like geography, and this is how it should look. Okay, 1 or 2 slides on geography, and you talk about geography for a minute, not more than a minute. It's done. After a minute, geography is over, and then you have to go to the other topics in the outline. Okay, all right, I hope you understand how an outline looks like. Yeah, this is just about the geography, and let me talk a little bit more about the other topics in the outline in the following videos. Okay, all right, thank you.